And this is the astrological forecast for the sign of Taurus for the whole of 2022. We'll do the analysis in a little bit, but let's get the facts and the basics out there initially. The once every year new moon in Taurus will be on the 30th of April. It is a partial eclipse of the sun. It's not a big deal. It's not going to be a major one. At the most, half of the sun will be obscured, but it's not going to be something that you're going to be able to see from most places in the world. The full moon in Taurus, which will be on the 8th of November, is a much more significant full moon. It's a major one, and I will come to that in detail in a bit. The sun will move into Taurus on the 20th of April and leave on the 21st of May. Mercury will move into Taurus initially from the 11th to the 29th of April. But then once it leaves Taurus and goes into Gemini, it will retrograde before retrograding back into Taurus, where it will stay from the 23rd of May and then stand still and then start moving forward again, finally leaving your sign on the 3rd of June. So there's going to be a bit of toing and froing. And it's probably not a good time for you to be making major plans or making major changes of plans in the last week of May or the first few days of June. Venus will be in Taurus from the 28th of May to the 23rd of June. And Mars will spend 6 weeks in your sign from the 5th of July through to the 20th of August. All of the outer planets are going to be affecting you big time as well. So let's look at these and let's deal with the challenging ones first of all. First of all, let's look at Saturn. Saturn's in Aquarius, a sign that's square to you. Saturn will affect a number of you significantly. Firstly, in the first couple of months of the year, Saturn will affect those of you born Saturn will affect those of you born around the 30th of April through to about the 8th, 9th of May. Now, especially those of you born from about, say, the 2nd, 3rd of May through to the 7th, 8th of May, the first couple of months of 2022 are likely to be difficult. And I suggest that if you're born in that first week, 8 or 9 days of May, then be cautious at the start of the year. It is not a time to go full speed ahead. It's very much a time for weeding and pruning and streamlining. After this, Saturn is going to particularly focus on those of you born around the 9th to the 15th of May. And if you're one of these people, then the time from the start of March through to the end of the year is going to be a pretty challenging time. Now, it's up to you whether that challenge and the hard work that goes with it is going to be a problem or whether it's going to be a gift. If it's a problem, then you're going to find there's lots of circumstances outside your control, holding you back, limiting you, restricting you, lots of blockages, whether it's at work or at home, and people deliberately seeming to get in your way and finding yourself very unsupported and alone. If, however, you choose to do it the positive way, then the period of early March to the end of the year for those of you born in the 9th to the 15th of May is an excellent time for just bloody hard work. Putting your nose to the grindstone, getting stuck in, doing everything the hard way, 3 steps forward, 2 steps back, doing everything slowly and properly. And if you do this, you will put in place roots and foundations which will do you very well for many years to come. It's going to be hard work if you're born in the 2nd week of May next year, but it's either hard work in terms of challenge, problems and difficulties, or it's hard work in terms of effort, efficiency and effectiveness. Uranus is in Taurus. Now, in the first few months of the year, from say over January, February, March, April, Uranus is finishing off the business that it's been doing in 2021. So from in the first 4 months of the year, Uranus is definitely going to be impacting the lives of you born on the 1st, 2nd, 3rd and 4th of May. And if you're born in that first 4 days of May, then you know that this last year has been pretty damn crazy. And I suggest to you that the first few months of next year, first 3, maybe 4 months, are times where you can sort things out, simplify things, get rid of a lot of the old baggage, clear the decks. After this, Uranus is going to move forward, and he's going to particularly impact on the lives of those of you born from the 5th to the 9th of May. Now, if you're one of these people, then the time from May onwards through to the end of the year is going to be extremely changeable. Change can be disruptive, chaotic, dramatic, sudden and unpredictable. It can pull the rugs from underneath your feet, bring chaos and disorder, and force you into making changes you don't want to do. Change can equally be stimulating, innovative, original, exciting, fun and adventurous, with words like independence, freedom and liberty. I suggest to you that if you're born from the 5th to the 9th of May, that you're in a rut and that you're getting bored. And the more you get into May of next year onwards, you're going to find that change is going to be knocking on your door, and it will not take no for an answer. So you will either change willingly, which will be fun, or you'll change kicking and screaming, which won't. But Uranus doesn't take no for an answer. Jupiter is going to be smiling on all of you, particularly in the first 4 months of the year. All of you are going to see windows of opportunity for considerable growth and self-development, I suggest. It's not going to be spectacular, but it's going to be a sort of 5% little boost that says that all of you in the first 4 months of this next year are going to find that your ability for clearer communication with the world is going to be good. That brings me to Neptune and Pluto. Now, Neptune is definitely working well with a few of you. Those of you born on the 11th and 12th of May, this last year has seen quite a positive change for you. It's more subtle, more aesthetic, more refined, and this is about to be concluded. You're going to find that the more you get into the first couple of months of this coming year, that you're going to be learning to trust your intuition more and more. And Neptune is then going to be moving on, looking at those of you born around the 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th of May. And from March through to December, this is lovely. It's going to be bringing a degree more subtlety, aestheticism, artistry, sophistication, intuition, imagination, creative output. Your link with the divine is going to be good. If you're one of these Taurians born from the 13th to the 16th of May, this should be a very good year for you. And Pluto also is smiling on a few of you. If you're born from the 17th, 18th, 19th of May, then this is a year where quietly, subtly in the background, there's going to be a lot of transformation, regeneration and rebirth. The only ones of you who are really getting hammered this year are those of you born from the 9th to the 15th of May, and that's Saturn. And yeah, if you're young, well, sorry, you just got to get stuck in and do it the hard way. But if you're older, you're going to be familiar with Saturn's energy, and you know that by doing it the hard way, it leads to success. But for most of you, for 3/4 of you, this is actually looking quite a good year. Don't be scared to make changes. Without change, you get entropy, which leads to decay. If you flow with the go, this is going to be a good year. Now, big thank you to all those people who have helped me through those little donations that come in. Without people like you, I wouldn't be able to keep doing this. Thank you. Catch you later. Bye.